Welcome to New Chapters, a video series podcast where we're going to be answering questions and providing resources for seniors and their families so that seniors can make the choices they want to make and live the lives that they want to live. Hi, Haley DiDonato here, Seniors Real Estate Specialist. Staying active and connected to the people in our lives and our community is so important to a long and healthy life. So we are here with Richard Lederer, who is one of the most inspiring and active and purposeful seniors and just people in general that I know. And I know I met you while I'm planning a seniors event, and ever since I have been just so inspired by the work you do and just the way you live your life. So I thought it would be very beneficial to kind of share your story and share some of the tips and insights you may have for others to live a purposeful and active and long and healthy life.
Well, Haley,
like
inspire means to breathe into, perspire to breathe through, and expire to not be breathing.
So I know you're turning 80 in a couple of weeks.
May 26th.
Happy early birthday.
And by the way, I've been 80 for more than 6 months because I always embrace it ahead of time.
Oh, nice.
It's a privilege that not everybody is granted, and I'm delighted to be granted it, and we're having some celebrations with friends and family.
Nice, very nice. So I know that you use the term chronologically endowed a lot. Where did you come up with that term, and what does it mean to you?
Well, it means that I'm privileged to have lived 40 years, looking for more. My lifespan actually would be well into my 90s. And when my parents were born, which happened to be 1894 and 1899, my father and my mother, the lifespan was 46.
Wow.
And some of that was childbirth, but of course we just, have cured so many of those diseases like tuberculosis that would get people at 45 all over the place.
Right.
Childbirth, this and that. One of the leading causes of death was tooth decay, which would cause infection in the system.
Wow.
And we're beyond that now. So what a privilege. And we just live so many lives.
So what are some of the things that you personally do to live an active and healthy life? What's most important?
The first thing is I haven't died yet. I have not shuffled off my mortal coil. See, I'm quoting Shakespeare because we also met at the Night of Shakespeare at New Village Arts. A number of things, and again, each person is different, and we do have to understand that in a discussion like this. But for one thing, I do physically vigorous things. I play tennis, and in fact, on the day of this interview, I played tennis this morning. And physical vigor, no matter what's going on inside, you want to have as vigorous a body as you can. So I play tennis, and we've got some of the best old men in the world right here in San Diego. At any rate, tennis is been shown to be an especially effective sport, and I'll tell you why. It's a running, thinking, decision-making sport that, unlike the elliptical, translates to the brain.
Yes.
It is intermittent. Just the nature of tennis is intermittent. It's safe and it's social.
Right.
So
it has everything.
I literally feel, and I'm the one that does the organizing most of the time, that we're playing for our lives. So that would be one thing. Then mentally, of course, I'm writing a weekly column for the Union Tribune. Such a privilege, such an honor, such a joy. And my email is at the end of it, so people write back, and there's all of that intertwining that we as a species are made to do.
Right.
So, and I'm also writing books, and as we speak, I'm just waiting for the first cartons of my book, The Joy of Names, to land. And I will tell you, Haley, usually when I write a language book, and this would be about my 35th language book and my 50th book, stop me before I write again. Stop me. But I know almost everything that's going to go in that book. and it's just a matter of arranging it the best that I can, which takes a while. But with this book, The Joy of Names, I did not know a lot about names, and the researching that went on, I just learned so much, and writing is such a wonderful way to learn. So, and part of it is just loving life and the privilege, and meeting folks like you because of the media that we get together.
You touched on being physically active,
Right.
socially connected, and those two I agree are huge for living a long, healthy life.
Right.
You know, you don't want to, isolation, as we know, can lead to health issues and loneliness.
Dementia.
Yeah, so just getting out there
Depression.
and
Absolutely.
being involved with your community and friends and family, so important.
We now know that loneliness can be devastating, and even it can be a factor in dementia. And part of that is deafness too, where you've just got to take control of your medical destiny. You know, because that deafness closes you in, and that is also a dementia factor.
Yeah.
The physical fitness, yes. We are a species, human beings, that were not born to be alone. 1 + 1 + 1 equals infinity with us. And when one is considering to go to a retirement community or not, well, there is going to be a community there. You know, instead of, oh my God, all those old people there.
Right, right.
But there they are, and you make friends there as a possibility.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the happiest seniors, or just people in general that I know, my clients and people in my life, are also the busiest. They stay connected to life and their friends and family, and they just are involved with whatever it may be, whether it's their place of worship or volunteering or traveling, even if it's not physical, sports like tennis or walking. There's a myriad of things that keep people active and engaged in life.
Absolutely
So-
correct. And some studies show that at some point in your life, friends are perhaps more important
Yes.
than family.
I heard that,
And it's
yeah.
not quantity of friends,
Right,
it's quality
right,
of friends.
right.
And do something new, try a new TV program, a new kind of arts and crafts, or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I think maybe sometimes people are scared of the unknown and fearful of the unknown, but it's actually healthy to just do things differently anyways, even though you may be scared to. And when you finally overcome that challenge, it's such a feeling of accomplishment, and you've exercised your brain and made new connections, and there's so many different aspects of how that's a good thing for you.
And there's obviously the physical deterioration. We are interesting. It takes us, the first 25 of our years, we just keep getting stronger and more virulent, so to speak, and then it starts to go. But the beauty steals inward. It moves into there. And if you're hung up on, wrinkles and liver spots, like in my tennis, at 80, I really have a hard time hitting a ball hard and keeping it in. I never had to think about that before. I'd whip, top spin, it would keep it in. But I'm still going to play, and I'm just not going to be as good in that way.
Yeah.
And we live in a society that glorifies physical beauty, but there is more. And all I can say is distinguished, not extinguished.
Right.
You lose all the points in life you don't play. And some of the points won't go well. But you play them if it makes sense. And especially for a good cause like yours.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much again for sharing your time and your insights and inspiration, life inspiration. Thanks for tuning in to New Chapters.